This is for you how to ski tune for recreational purposes or for how to use the equipment you need in order to tune your skis. First, we'll look at all the equipment, and you can see I got a ski tuning kit that I had for years. It's an old Olin ski kit, right? And first of all, there's files in there. There's corks for smoothing the base down. There's actually a plexiglass square, and I used to have a metal square too for P-texing. There's an adjustable edge file and a regular 90-degree edge file. You got a couple of stones too that are used to deburr and to get off the nicks in the blades. And we have wire brush. The wire brush is pretty much for cleaning everything once you when you want to start working on it. It gets all waxed and everything else like that. We got wax over there, and we got irons. So I'll look at the irons for a second here too to show you. I got two of them. This guy right here, I used to use all the time until my skis started getting wider and stuff like that, and then it couldn't handle it, especially if you do it out in the cold. As you can see, at 120 volts, it's only 110 watts. So what would happen with that iron is you'd start waxing your skis. The skis would cool the iron down. You'd have to take it off a little bit and put some more wax on it. So I got this iron instead, and this goes to 185 watts, or actually 850 watts. It's great. It's great for snowboards. It's good for wide skis. It never seems to lose power. So it continues to work. So also I'm going to show you about vices real quick too. This guy is, I bought this one probably a few years ago. It's really cool because it's got this attachment right here that you put in the brakes. And the brakes come up, and then this just sits in the vise like this, right? Prior to this, so you get it so it fits right there and stuff like that. Prior to that, I was using these vices for years and years, but I wouldn't recommend them. But I mean, you can use them if you want, this type of thing. With this, you have to put something to hold the brake up, and then once the brake is held up, you can put the bindings in the vise and hold them. But the problem with this is it doesn't hold it very steady, and when you're waxing back here, you see it pops out and stuff. It can be done, but probably it's not as nice as a regular ski vise and stuff. All right, so first thing is you want to take a file, and you want to see if you got any rust or marks or anything else like that you want to get off the base of the skis. So you want to have the file go the full width of the skis so that you do not put any gouges or anything else in the skis. And you just go like this on the bottom of it. So then these skis have about a 2-degree thing on the side, so about 88 degrees. So I got this set at 2 degrees, so I wouldn't use the 90 on these skis at all. Clean up the file a little bit, and then go like this. And you can actually feel the file bite into the side of the skis. Sometimes on a lot of skis, right at the edge of the ski, you'll see that there's an overlap from either the unicap or whatever. A lot of times you'll have to cut that down in order to really grip into the side of the skis with these. Another thing though too is you can do that same thing like in this position right here. So a lot of times you'll see that you'll get vices and stuff, and they'll have a side position, or they'll have these pieces right here where you can put it up vertically, or actually I don't know if you want to call it vertical or horizontal or whatever, but you'll see. So you get a better grip on the edge if you do this. And right now I'm doing the other edge, the opposite edge. And you can see the pieces of the edge are coming off in the file. Plus you can also see that the edge is pretty sharp, and you can feel it and stuff too. Up towards the front, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little nasty. So you can deburr it and also use the stone to clean that up a little bit too. You really should be doing this before you use the file. So do this first. And you don't want that too sharp, right in the transition from the shovel to the other part of the ski. You want to sort of make that so that it's somewhat non-sharp or somewhat dull, so that you don't catch your edge, going into a turn or something like this. You want to sort of just transition into a sharp edge. All right, cool. So once we got the edges clean like that and the edges all sharp, and then you're just about ready for waxing. You want to clean the ski off first with some type of, abrasive rag or something like this. You can get them specifically for that purpose, or you can buy stuff in a hardware store type thing. So, clean, and this is especially needed in the springtime, when you start getting that dirty snow and it cakes up on your skis and stuff. So hopefully I'm turning this on. Yeah. All right. That's pretty decent. You can see there's little junk wax here and there. You can clean that stuff off, or you don't have to worry about it too much, because it's going to melt right back into your skis. So it's kind of warm out these days, right? So I'm going to use this 25 to 32 degrees wax. And I don't know if I got too much of it, to tell you the truth, because it's been warm a lot. Yeah. So you wait until your iron heats up. Come on, iron. There we go. And then you just put put plenty of wax on your skis. As you can see, it's like I load them up pretty much. And once you got the wax on the skis, you iron it in. You try to make sure that it fills up all the spots. So you sort of move it around and swish it around until you got everything filled in. See, there's a little bit of nasty stuff right there. I should have got that off, but I'm not going to stop taping. But you can see how it melts in, right? You want to make sure you do the shovels and the tails and everything in between. You don't worry about getting it on the edges right now. But you can see, I wish I showed you the other iron too. The other iron would totally, especially doing outside like this, it would lose its heat pretty much, right? And you'd have to take it off the side and then redo it and stuff too. So I'm actually getting junk from the trees coming down on the skis too, but we'll continue. That'll all come off. I'll show you how it comes on. All right. See, so that's pretty much, I'll put that over there. It's pretty much covered, but you see how it's rugged and stuff like this over and through here? So you take the plexiglass edge and you just take and smooth that wax right up and go through it again. It's kind of a little bit of a waste of wax, right? But that's the way it goes. You see right here, it's a little bit sketchy. And come in through that. And I don't worry too much about having this wicked smooth because it's going to wear down anyway. So you want to do that. So next thing is you take your wax cork and you just rub it down. And what this will do is smooth out the wax that's on your base. It's funny, you know what I read someplace is that a lot of people just apply wax to a cork itself and then put it on their skis. I've never really done that, but I do this all the time, and it really comes out nice. Well, in my opinion, anyway. Some people might not think it's that nice. Another thing is, told you before, don't worry about the edges. Because if you take like this popsicle stick, right? You just go down the edges like this. You'll take the wax right off the side of the edges. Because you can see that right there. Hopefully it's coming out. So you do that. You get your buffing rag. This is one I had forever. It's like just a old piece of sweatshirt. It's actually got some dust on it, so you can see it, but I like it. The older they are, the more they get worn in, and seem to work pretty decent. So that's it. We're ready to do the next ski. Just in time for the wind, huh? Look at this. What the heck is this? Oh, it's definitely something that came down from the trees. So, that's it, Sean. So hopefully you get your kids' skis going pretty well, and you have many years of tuning. Good luck, guys. Talk to you later.